When's the last time I told you what we were going to be doing before we go live, Mike?
Never.
Let's go, guys. We're introducing one of the world's first AI certified agents. I'll tell you what, it's a really special honor to be in this group. And Mike was one of the original 42 agents. And guys, we just got published and had a press release by Fox. This is going to be huge. Why? Because the homeowners want to work with AI certified agents who can spend less time behind a computer and more time communicating with their clients. Without further ado, my man, Mike Russo. What's going on, Mike?
Man, it's crazy. You know, weather is insane here. You know, you just came back from Washington. You know, I'm so excited about this opportunity, you know, and getting on here and just trying to, you know, get going, being one of the first 42 certified and seeing what this does and how much it simplifies what I have to do in every transaction from just talking to the clients up front and being able to provide like really up-to-date, really accurate, up-to-date today information that, you know, most people don't have at their fingertips. I can literally get it right now.
Yeah, you know, and let me ask you this. When you first saw AI coming into this space, what were your original thoughts of what was going to happen in the industry?
I mean, honestly, the first thing that popped up is, you know, you hear AI, obviously, if you talk about it at your phone, Facebook kind of like just starts sending you all over the world. So I thought it was going to be kind of cheesy and kind of, you know, robotic. I didn't really think it was going to be as effective as it is, right? Like, so everybody can say that they can get on, you know, Chat GTP or like any of this other stuff, but what they're really lacking and missing are the prompts and the coaching and how to teach it to actually work for you. And just seeing what it does is just totally amazing.
It's insane, you know. And I think one of the things I loved most was spending an entire week with you, man. Spending an entire week going through the course, going through everything. And, you know, look, man, you learned from one of the world's first AI cert. You got to learn to become an AI certified agent. You had to spend 5 days with myself and my staff learning the right prompts and even more so learning how to do it efficiently. So why don't you tell us a little bit about, like, what did you learn during this week with myself and my staff?
I mean, a lot of the stuff, like really from the beginning, I am not computer literate. One of the things I love, you know, that you always say is you run it through your grandmother. If your grandmother can figure it out, then anybody can figure it out, right? So I am that person, right? So being able to go in and actually do it very easily and proficiently is pretty amazing. And just watching the steps from step one, not really understanding it and not really knowing what to do, to 5 days later being totally confident in, you know, finding the information that we want and being able to project that and send that to clients and just showing where you're at to differentiate yourself from just a normal agent is amazing.
Let's talk about one of our other AI certified agents, Rebecca. What's going on, Rebecca? Whoa, AI certified. That's what's up. And Mike, you know, I think one thing that I'm really excited for, because I know you're a listing machine. You do a great job working with your clients already. What are some of the ways you learn how to do the AI listing advantage? So what are some of the things you learned about the AI listing advantage that you can share with people?
So, I mean, just using that advantage, you start with just the conversation, the initial phone call that you're going to talk to them to set up the listing appointment. You have the prompts and everything there to create your agenda, I guess, from start to finish. And then when you get to the house, you know, everybody does listing presentations and has all the information with them, but being able to have it in front of you and do 100% of everything while you're sitting there truly allows us to make that person's house special, right? So every listing presentation I do is completely different. I am not the type of person that's going to show up with, you know, a folder and say, hey, look, this is my team. This is that, right? Because every person you talk to is different. So with the AI advantage, being able to go in there and really put all of the information for that specific person, that house, that subdivision, that neighborhood, you really are able to bring out all of what's important for that exact property. And just being able to use that advantage is so big.
And I think that's where, a lot of times people can come in and say, here's what I've done with my past clients. Here's what I've done with other people's homes. But people want to know what you're going to do with their home. So by having the AI listing advantage, you can sit down with them and show them how you can create all the marketing material across multiple platforms with them right there at their dinner table. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, the agents who have used this, they said their clients' eyes go like saucers. Like,
yeah.
Oh, or like pizzas in Mike Russo's world.
Right. Pizza. Yeah. The other thing is being able to adapt to change. If something were to happen while you have the house listed, we could go in there with a couple clicks of a button and change a couple things with prompts and really shift gears to a different level. In this market, it's a little bit different because houses aren't flying off like they were, 48 offers in 3 minutes, years ago. So really being able to differentiate yourself is going to be a key, especially through the summer selling process, like spring and summer. Yeah. And I just love it. Already used it twice. One of the things that we did, like when we launched this, I was working on one of the bigger houses that I've ever sold in my career. So 8 years in, it was a pretty interesting house. Did all of everything that we needed to do, sat down with the seller, the whole process going, had all of the marketing materials and everything done for a couple of weeks leading up to that. And then we were able to really inundate like Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok, couple different reels that we were able to do and really hit the ground running. And the sad part, like a lot of times we don't talk about like, what we do, but like, Brittany's my right hand, right? She does everything for me. She was able to put together an entire marketing package for this house and get it done. We did it. And man, we freaking sold it in like literally 45 minutes. The people that were there bought it. So we started brokers open at 11. They got there at like 11:15. They didn't leave till almost 3:00.
Wow.
Which was awesome. They were able to buy the house and we're under contract with that. So pretty amazing, but pretty sad too, because we did all of that. And then, you're still doing advertising and stuff like that, but it's just awesome.
Well, I think that's where like the amount of time that it saves. And I think that's what a lot of people don't understand with this is the amount of time that it saves to create all the marketing materials. That's part of it. But also you're able to market it on all platforms now. Look, at the end of the day, as agents, we want to say we're like the best marketer wins. But it's hard after a full day of talking to people, talking to clients, following up with people, actually speaking to potential buyers for the listing. And then at the end of the day, most agents have to sit down and be like, all right, how do I come up with more marketing material? What do I say to market this better on Facebook? How can I send it out in an email? And imagine if you could just do that in seconds. I know agents say like, hey, we don't need sleep, but we all need sleep. What if the marketing time and all that time spent at the end of your day could be like this? How much more time could you spend with your family? How much more time could you spend just communicating with your clients and selling the house? And something that I want to bring up is you said differentiating factor. So what are the ways that you see becoming an AI certified agent that you differentiate yourself from the other agents out there?
Well, I see a lot of, so like some of the conversations I have with people, I go on a ton of listing appointments, right? So some of the conversations I have is, oh, I already saw that, or market analysis, I get it. Like, all these people do market updates, right? So one of the things like with video and stuff, the cool thing about AI is you can create, like I said, an agenda of what you want to do for the week, the month, the year, whatever, and it's all done for you. But then you just start checking off like 1, 2, 3, 4. You go through that list. The cool part about this is being able to have different stuff, right? Everybody goes on there, and we talk about this all the time. They'll be in front of the computer or in front of everything, and they're like, hey, happy Tuesday. I'm here for your market analysis of Brunswick, Ohio. Today, this month, year to date, there's 21 houses sold. The average house is this. Like, I get it. Like, that stuff is kind of cool, and some people really are interested in that, but not really. Like, nobody cares if 33 houses sold. They only care about what we're going to do to sell theirs. Right? So a lot of people that do listings, a lot of people that sell houses always live in the past and look at the last 3 months, 4 months, 6 months to come up with data. This really lets us project and look at what's going to happen 2 months from now, 3 months from now, 4 months from now. So we could really put the buyer or seller in a really good situation.
Yeah.
Because AI is helping us see the future, right? And it's giving us information that's up to date like this second, not from most data we get is already a month old. Look, newspapers are going out of business because the stuff they have like happened 3 days ago.
Right.
Like nobody cares.
On social media, it happens within minutes.
Right. Seconds. So, I mean, that's the cool thing when you can take AI, put it together with social media and get it out on a platform to somebody that can see it instantaneously. It's just amazing. And the way you guys did it, right? I'm going to give you guys prompts like you, Michael, Chad, everybody in the background that nobody really talks to on our end, right? Like the program is totally amazing. It's not the normal, hey, we're going to a seminar. Oh, by the way, this is what we're learning. It's all encompassing from people all over the world, helping put the whole project together. And it's delivered in a way that's very easy and simple to learn. And if I can learn it, I mean, honestly, everybody can learn it. I mean, I don't want everybody to learn it, right? But at the same time, you know, I think it's the way of the future. And I think that's the way real estate's going. The whole world is going that way.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And, you know, I loved what you said, too, about just making it all encompassing. And, you know, my team spent thousands of hours since November when it became public access. What most people don't realize is AI has been around for 70 years, 7-0. The only difference is our access to it. It just became public access in November. And my team has been nonstop learning it. And even more so, how to actually apply it to real estate. And, you know, something I want you to speak about, too, because when you talk about not making generic posts, or isn't everybody's post going to be the same if they're all using the same prompts? What we like to say is garbage in, garbage out. If you ask it a stupid prompt, a basic one, write me a post for a real estate business. You will get the same things. But talk to me about what we did to create your ideal client profile first. And did you learn anything through that process as well?
Yeah, I learned like the last 8 years, the questions that we asked and the stuff that we did is, you know, really basic. Like we could have, if I had this information 5 years ago or 6 years ago, when I stepped out on my own before I started my team, like I can't even imagine where I would be right now because the prompt, so everybody that's out there, all the realtors, right? Yeah. I know all the naysayers and everybody that's out there saying, oh, I can do that myself. I don't need this or I don't need that. Great, do it. Right? You're going to put that information in and you're going to get that same thing. So if I tell me about the market in Medina, Ohio, right? And I put the prompt in and then every other realtor in Medina, Ohio does the same thing. We're all going to have the same answer. Yeah. When we put in our ideal client profile and we're able to say, hey, come to me in an exciting way, but describing or a caring way, describing the fear that a first-time home buyer has in the market, but give it to me in a dynamic situation. And like that, kick something out that there's not like you can't, unless you're a writer in Hollywood, like you're not going to write that.
And not as fast. I don't care if you're a writer in Hollywood. You won't do it as fast as this either.
Right. But they're probably using it.
They probably are.
but the prompts are, I don't know, 10 to 12 questions. You know, you go in, you add everything in, and then you talk about, hey, write a journal in, you know, third person. And you really end up with just all of the marketing you could possibly think of. So I could tell you, like right now on Facebook, like some of the stuff that we're doing that Brittany helped me set up, we have a first-time home buyer thing that we're doing for the next 30 days. Yeah. So every day we're hitting people with like a different prompt, a different thing between 7 and 10 o'clock in the morning. And that's all going to be based on real estate, right? The next one that we're doing, right, is 5 to 7 o'clock at night. And it's kind of based on pizza, right? Because you know, people don't know, right? Sliced and sold is something everybody should be following, right? So something we created because of AI and because of the stuff, right? I want to set myself apart. I want to bring both my passions together. So we're really focusing on doing both, but AI helps me separate all of that. And I can tell you yesterday that she put 30 ads together already has everything in, already has them set up.
Oh,
They're already time delivered.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we don't have to think about it. It's already done. Right.
Damn.
So
That's
now it's just a matter of going on there and talking about it, doing lives, doing whatever to talk about what that specific prompt was that she put on there. And
Yeah.
tomorrow's another one. And
Yeah.
Thursday is another one. Friday's another one. Monday's another one. And it's already there. Right. She was able to do that. Now just finding the pictures or videos to go along with that just saved, hours a day.
Dude. Because like you can create, and like you just said, an entire month's worth of emails, Facebook posts, Instagram posts, LinkedIn posts, video ideas for an entire month in a day, less than a day.
Couple hours
when you have the right things.
Yeah.
Mike, I have one final question to wrap up here, Mike.
Yep.
What does it mean to you to be an AI certified agent? Especially to be one of the world's first AI certified.
I mean, everybody always wants to be first to market, first to whatever. Being the first AI in the group, we always go back to, like, here at EXP, like a lot of the stuff that we talk about is collaboration, right? This has nothing to do with EXP, right? Yeah. The whole AI, stuff that we're doing has nothing to do with specific to us. It's across the board, no matter what brokerage you work for, it's there. It's for you. The cool thing about this is being in the forefront of everything. It gives me the ability to, again, differentiate myself from somebody else, but it also opens up conversation with other realtors, right? So if we're at an open house, if we're at a broker's open, if we're just at a showing, if we're out in town, people are like, hey, what's that, right? I had a couple people already say, hey, what is that? And send them the link for them to check it out, because everybody's interested, right? Yeah. Like we're in a situation where everybody wants to better themselves, right? This is something, being in the top, the first 42 is very, it's an honor to me to be part of that. Like I'm it's awesome that you were able to reach out to us and get us in on that first call. I'm very fortunate for that. Yeah. And I can't even, it's hard to put into words, like how that makes you feel, right? Because you want to be first, you want to be out there, and now we're there. Yeah. So now we want to share it with as many people as we can. And how do we do that? Or how do we get this in front of as many people as we can to help them do that? And I just think it's going to be a game changer. I know it's going to be a game changer. I don't think it's going to be a game changer. It's already working for me. If I can do it, anybody can do it.
Let's go, guys. You heard it here from Mike Russo. Guys, if you're somebody in Cleveland watching this, you want to learn more about the AI listing advantage and what Mike can do to sell your home and market it over 125,000 times faster than the average agent out there, make sure you reach out to him. Guys, this is the world's first AI certified agent program. Make sure you want to learn more about this. If you want to stay ahead of the game, if you believe you should spend less time behind a computer and more time communicating with your clients, and heck, maybe even get a little bit more sleep, make sure you reach out to this for it. Mike, thank you so much for joining us here today. And guys, we'll see you here very soon with the next world's first AI certified agent.